Hello and welcome to Miner Plays a Random Game. Let's go. So I'm just going to play it on fast to begin with. This one is Archipelago, which, as you can see, is forms a bunch of islands, and there's a few islands in the middle. So I'll be explaining a bit more about them in future. So this is random civilization, so I'm playing as Saracens. Red, King Philip the First is playing as Franks, and Alden the Hun, green, is obviously the Huns. So, and I'm also, this is, everyone is against everyone, and it's on hard difficulty, as you can see up there, and also limited visibility, so you can see I've only sort of seen the majority of my island. I haven't seen any more. And the resources were standard as well, and you start in the Dark Age. So with this one, you can see here my scout cavalry. Let's label him as 1. Yeah, there's one thing I didn't realise. One thing I realised you could do is you could label people in replays as numbers, and then, you know, for example, if I go here, I can actually find him. So that's actually very useful. So anyway, you will start on various islands. If, you know, depending on how many people there are, there could be more islands, or it could just be, you know, another person's over here, for example, and I'm over here, and then and so on. But fortunately, this one, it's just started with 3 big islands, and you start with a decent amount of gold, wood, stone, and you've got all your food. And I think I created this mill here just to get the deers that's around, and also just keep it out of the way of harm's reach. You also start with, well, depending on the island, you start with possibly a relic. I think yeah, green has 1 relic, but red has 2 relics. 1 up there, 1 here, and 1 here. So red is pretty lucky. And of course, when I start, when I start hard matches, I do end up having a lower score. And then once I get into the castle age, I usually boom in score because I create more town centres. So, oh yeah, these are computer, if you hadn't realised that already. So, there's a lot of water in this map, and you'll need to use transport ships to get over to these centre islands. Now here there is loads of stone, so that's 1428, that's like over 3,000 stone just there. On this one there's gold, which, you know, there's probably at least 8,000 there. There's a tiny bit of wood on these islands and some more gold up here. Now that could vary from map to map. So, but if you have I built a dock yet? Nope. I've only explored just my island, and I found out everything on it. And yeah, I found out that there's this relic here. So you want to focus quite heavily on the docks when it comes to. Oh, here we go, I heard a dock. Yeah, you want to focus on docks quite heavily when you can, because obviously the only way to get to the other island is through docks, unless you have, like, you know, trebuchets here attacking here, but, you know, how would that work? And I've got a fishing ship out that is just doing some scouting, just trying to find out where some islands are and find out where some more fishes are. I think I found plenty here, and I've just picked up my relic and is coming back, so that's some more gold for me. And oh yeah, there's the enemy. Now I can't remember whether I do it in this one. I have a feeling I do though. I built a dock here, and I think I may end up getting outposts around the outside just to. Oh, here we go, being attacked. Outposts around the outside just to allow my visibility to be a bit higher, because obviously I can't see them there, so I do need to be careful of what's around. And I would recommend, if you can, having, you know, horseback people on your beginning island, because by doing that you can quickly get across to one. He was sliding. You can quickly get across to one side of the island to the other, and, you know, you can see someone there. So obviously, because this is a computer, they're not going to do too well. And I've just found this gold here, and I found that stone there, so I know that that's there for future. Now, in these water maps against computer, I end up building the castle close to the water here, and this probably isn't a good tactic to have against regular people, because they can just bring in cannon galleons and destroy it, no problem at all. But another good thing to do is to find out where the enemy like to land their people, because, for example, if the enemy brings their people and lands them around here, building a castle here and having various cavalry archers or whatever here would be quite useful. But then also having lots of warships around here is also very good, because if you take out the transport ship, of course you take out everyone in the transport ship as well. Now I've got one dock here, which I suppose you could say is my economy dock, because it's safe and people aren't really going to come around here, and I've got plenty of fish around here that will last me a while. But then I've got a dock here, which I have got some fishes out here. Do I have any other docks? I think that's actually just it, but you do want quite a few docks. I'd recommend about 5 docks, because they only cost 175 wood, I think it is. So you're easily going to have enough wood. I mean, all of this would be fine. You don't want to go all out on ships, because you want wood for farms and houses and anything else. I've got some idle villagers. So these docks would be useful. If you have like 5, you can then create lots of fire ships from one, galleons from another, cannon galleons from something else, fishing ships from one other, and that would be, you can easily just get so many ships so quickly. So let's skip things a bit. I don't know why I'm holding back. Being attacked again here, but oh dear, got rid of a few. Oh yeah, here comes an outpost. And I'm going to build, so if I look at the fog of war, I can see that all that's around here. I'm building another one here, another one here. So I can see the enemy coming. But the enemy do like to get rid of outposts straight away, and I think they do that often with, who is it? They're just regular people. If you get rid of the outposts, obviously I won't have the visibility all around here. And you can see I've created more outposts around. I've got decent visibility all over, so I can see when an enemy lands, and I can get to them as quickly as I can. Sort of being attacked here. And what have I got? I've got war galleys, and this is another tactic that I'm using. I probably could have all galleons now. That's good. I probably could have done with getting fire ships as well, because yeah, I spotted that castle there. No, they're being attacked here. Yeah, I could have done with getting fire ships as well to take out these boats much quicker. And, oopsie. And if you can take control of the water as quickly as you can, then you allow yourself a much easier game later on. I mean, I've taken out a dock that was here. Let's see, I've got rid of that. Well, he got rid of that dock. And any other docks? Just one here that I'm getting rid of, and I believe that's actually it. Unless he quickly builds another one. But that's... oops. Am I going to get rid of it? Yeah. Should be fine. Yeah, so that's docked rid of, and now red doesn't have any docks to be able to create any more ships from. I mean, I know he's just built one there. And the enemy's AI seems to do that. They seem to create docks in the same places, well, any buildings really, in the same places where you destroyed them. So that's, just got to be careful that when you destroy one, just make sure they haven't created another one. Now I'm sending more ships around here because I am trying to just scout around and make sure I haven't got any more docks to get rid of. If I got rid of these, here we go, this is one. If I got rid of this castle, that castle was just getting rid of me. And I should have got rid of that transport ship. I don't think I do. I think I just send them around here to try and get them through as quickly as I can. And I've got some cannon galleons here, but unfortunately they were in the range of the castle. I didn't really focus on that as much at all. And that outpost, unfortunately, is just out of reach of the castle. And yeah, I only realised that a fully fledged pikeman against a fully fledged knight, the pikeman actually wins. I didn't realise that their bonus was that big. So at the moment I've got how many docks? I think I've just got the one dock. Let's see. Yeah, just got the one dock. They did destroy this dock, but I built another castle here because the enemy seems to attack, and I've got ballistic, so arrows fire much more accurately. Oh, getting another dock up here, but I've also got heated shot, I think. So, and in Archipelago, heated shot is a very good technology to have because you get, I think it's plus 125% damage against ships. And so when ships come around here, you know, especially transport ships, you can just get rid of them so easily, and you just cause the enemy to lose so much of the people on board, and you can diminish their score very easily. Now, this is one of the first ones that I did. Where are you going? Oh, we've got two, crikey. Ah, there we go. Just got rid of them like that. Yeah, I'm guarding this point of the island. I'm getting a dock here because I think I create transport ships quickly to get over here, possibly. And oh yeah, I've got some people on the gold here. If you try and claim this gold as quickly as you can, then the enemy won't go over and try and get the gold themselves. Now, you will be susceptible to attack, and I do have enough gold stone to... Are you going to be destroyed? Ooh, yes, good. That was a huge detriment to them. Yeah, I should have built a castle up here. I've got enough stone for a castle, nearly 2 castles. And if I build a castle here, which... Oh, I'm building a town centre. I want a castle anyway. Then I can... This gold is mine, and I am getting these ships to go around here, and they actually cover quite a wide space. If I just go on here, you can see how much they're going to be covering, and so if they see any other ships, they'll just be able to get them easily. And I've got these four ships going around here, and I'm getting this stone here, so I'll soon have enough stone for another castle. And I'm already going over here. I've got some heavy cavalry archers, but this attack wasn't too great. I'm getting attacked by a trebuchet, and this castle isn't going to go up, and these throwing axemen aren't going to do too great a job. Now, there is a difficult thing to play here. It's difficult to know whether to go over onto the enemy's island early and try and attack them as early as you can, but unfortunately if you do that you won't have the resources, you won't have as much resources to be able to attack them. So do you go over early and possibly lose your battle and not have as much resources for later on, or oh yeah, this town centre here is so I can get more villagers on this gold. There you go. Or do you wait until you've got a big enough army to go over and attack them, but that unfortunately leads the enemy having a bigger army. And it looks like due to the AI just being the way they are, oh yeah, heated shot, no, not heated shot, motor holes, another good technology to have. And I've got some trebuchets here being protected by my castle. Got a town centre here, which just in case I lose my villagers, getting an archery range up and starting to destroy them. And these heavy cavalry archers can quickly move around the islands, and if you have fairly big islands, you do want something that can move around quickly and just quickly attack and get rid of the enemy. And oops, yeah, I need to get rid of that. But unfortunately, I need to get what these two trebuchets are going to do. They're going to do that, and here we go, 3 relics, and I think I create a monastery. Yeah, here we go, there's a monastery. And getting some monks, and unfortunately it's going to be destroyed because I had a feeling I built my monastery over here. Yeah, there we go. So I'm creating lots of military buildings on the enemy's island in order to make a much easier attack rather than having military buildings on my own island and then transporting them across. If I've got them here, then I can just carry on doing lots and lots of harassments. And now I've got 3 relics here, and I've got 1 relic on my original island, so I have 4 of the 5 relics, which is very useful indeed. I'm getting some onagers, mangonels out, just getting rid of some town centres. And I rarely use, rarely used mangonels, and one thing I would recommend highly to do is to have mangonels, onagers, siege onagers on no attack stance, because of course if I've got some infantry attacking, you know, a building, and then some mangonels but onagers attacking the building as well, they're going to hurt my own people. So if I control where they attack, that would be much better. And here we go, getting rid of their castles, building my own castles. and I've got some ships here just ready to take out some more buildings here. And you want to try and push them as far as you can. You don't want to leave any gaps. I mean, I have scouted here, and what have I left here? Just 2 mining camps, so they're not going to be too much of a problem. That mining camp is going to go down. And I was quite fortunate to have thousands here, because I think they, they get all the upgrades for the heavy cavalry archers. And here we go, I'm just taking out all their military buildings, and I actually use heavy cavalry archers against house buildings, because they just seem to, 11 attack against a building, and if you've got a bunch of them, they're just going to do so much damage. I mean, there we go. It's just going down like that, and I know I've got it on fast. But if you have a look at their whole island, and if I just slow it down a bit, there's attacking there, that's something I've never seen before. If you look, see what they've got, okay, 2 town centres and a villager. That's all they've got, and that's all they'll be able to. Oops, hope they're not going to hurt you. And so I'll soon be able to defeat the enemy here. But of course, there we go. In the meantime, even though you've got all of these, there we go. Even though you've got all of these people coming over onto one island here, you need to be careful about the other island. Are they going to attack you? And it depends what situation you're going to have. Are you going to have lots of lots of enemies, everyone against each other? You're going to have 2v2, and here we go. Got loads of idle villagers, which could be doing something useful. And there's not really too much of a place to get onto this island without being attacked. I mean, I did try to get a castle here, but that was just, yeah, you can see some of my trebuchets, and I think I just tried to get on and tried to do the best amount of damage that I could, but it just unfortunately wasn't going to work out. And so I've got, lots of cavalry archers, knights. Yeah, I think South can only get knights, they can't get cavaliers or paladins. And so my next task, I've still got these idle villagers, my next task is to try and take out the enemy's water control. And I tried to come on here, because if you look, there's not much I've seen here actually. But I had a feeling, they won't really be on one side of the island. And I'm building an archery range to get some heavy cavalry archers, but you can see the amount of people that they've got here, and I'm soon going to be attacked, and I'm going to lose these villagers. And I've got all of these galleons and cannon galleons here to get rid of some of these light cavalry. But one of the first buildings you want to put on the island is quite possibly a castle. And you probably want the hoardings for your castle as well, just to make it stronger. And the reason why I think you should build a castle is because when you get your villagers creating a castle, they can then quickly be garrisoned in it, improve the attack and how many arrows there are and all of this. And you can easily get rid of, well, I say easily, you can get rid of the enemy quite, fairly easily. I mean, these light cavalry, they're just going to go. But of course, if it was trebuchets, which they fortunately haven't attacked with, then yeah, my castle would go down. And here we go, got some more villagers getting some trebuchets out, and I've still got all of these people that I need to bring over. And yeah, I built a dock on the enemy island as well, just to help improve some people. And now, because this is the only enemy left, I just kind of want to go all in. And I've unfortunately got these trebuchets here being attacked, and I am coming in from this side of the island, so the enemy, I think I worked out by this point, possibly? Nah. I had a feeling maybe that the enemy mostly got the military buildings here. I mean, they especially got 3 castles, which I'll have to take out with cannon galleons. So the enemy would come down this road here, and I'd be able to take them out with these galleons here, and I can help build up an army here. But that's, of course, only with AI. If you were to play against computers, actual people, then they may want to come down here. I mean, I don't think I've realised about this capped ram until later on, and it's going to do a decent amount of damage. Well, I say decent, probably brought it down by 1/6 of its health, but if they brought in 5 capped rams, that would be that castle gone. Because surprisingly, trebuchets don't actually do a lot of damage against capped rams. So I'm just continuing on, trying to flush the island up the same way as I did before. And I've just got these 2 buildings on this side to do. I've got trebuchets, and I'm building another castle here, trebuchets to take out that. And I've got all of these Oh yeah, I've got these cannon galleons. How many have I got? Loads. But these cannon galleons, oh, they're elite ones actually, so that's good. 15 damage. Range. And I've taken out the castles quite easily. And I'm just taking out all their military buildings as much as I can, and you can see what their island is like. And if I start to flush up, I've only got to get rid of these villages, a few like cavalry, town centres, siege workshop, and some dots. And I've got these heavy cavalry archers just doing a great amount of damage. And getting an outpost here just to see what's around here. I mean, that hardly cost anything. It's 125 wood and 25 stone. And there we go, I've just managed to win it. And so the idea, I reckon, main thing to remember, personally, for Archipelago, is to take control of the water as early as you can and keep harassing them in the water. And if you can do that, then they can't really get over to your island as easily. And then also don't forget to create castles and towers on the edges here so that they can take out the enemy's ships, and don't forget to get a heated shot and ballistics to make the attack and accuracy much better. Anything else to remember? Yeah, have a look at these centre islands here. I mean, I got rid of all the gold here, all the stone here. I didn't quite get this gold here, but they all provide a lot of resources for you when you run out on your own island here. I've got loads of villagers, didn't need to use them for anything. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.